So now I want us to analyze. I
Yes,
actually
sir.
want us to analyze a synthetic pair because I really feel that one is kind of easy to analyze and we can quickly get the the stuff I'm trying to pass. But before then, I want us to quickly look at let me USD card. It's one of my favorite pairs. See, as you can see my analysis on it. It's one of my favorite pairs. This is this analysis is part of the IPDA that I've not taught you guys. Hello.
I'm here with you.
Yeah. So that I've not taught you guys, this analysis is part of it. Sorry. So it's just IPDA simply just this with it's do you know the meaning of interbank price delivery algorithm? Like that is what I use for my synthetic indices, like how the algorithms are being processed. Because most of these stores that we see the prices moving up and down are usually being programmed, but like no, not like it cannot be affected by like it cannot be affected by external stuff like demand and supply. No, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is like they used to have a point like, yes, now for this week, you want to go up, want to reach this high, want to reach this low. And then the market maker will try as much as possible to push the market towards that place that they want you to go. So that's what interbank price delivery means. It's just very simple, but then kind of complicated. As you can see here, how I actually got this chart was by let me zoom it. Was by okay, I think the chart was here then, was around here. And then when this market made a a break in market structure, that is, it broke the last. If I switch this stuff to line chart, you see that it was this high that broke, that confirmed to us that market has shifted up. Now you point like you put a line on that point, like where it broke the previous structure. Then after putting a point, you count 40 days back, 20 days backward, 40 days backward, 60 days backward, and then do same thing too. As you can see up here, 20-day cast for 40 days cast for stuff like that. Then after that, in that range of 40 days or 60 days to the front and back, okay, you first try to note the swing points in the 40 days and 20 and 60 days backward. Like as you can see here, when I counted it backward to this place, I noted the BMS and that BMS, the break of structure, the BOS, break of structure, and stuff like that. I noted all of them. And then I would now, if I note like the day when BMS occurred, we serve as our market shift day count. That is when we start counting our day, the front or to the back. Then after knowing all this, you'd you'd then be able to confirm that the market is going to reach for where it has done between 20 to 40 days backward. Like you can see, it reached for this high. This is 60 days high, and this is 60 days, 40 days high, and 60 days high. They are equal. So it is a very market, it is a very point of interest for the market. You see, the market moves swiftly to the place, and after taking it out, it has been ranging in that zone. But that's not what I want us to do today. Because I'll teach you IBDA. It is even more than this. I'm just trying to put behind all this analysis. So now, I don't think the USD card has something good for us. See, no one has joined except you.
On the lobby sharing.
But we've all agreed now. I think I agree on it. So now, let me just let me check. Let me check. I don't really like Euro USD. I don't used to analyze it like that. It's been a while I've seen Bitcoin. Let me see what it is doing now. Can you see the chart?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now this is Bitcoin. It has been falling down. I really don't know why people are still doing all this crypto buying of coins without doing proper analysis. Because as you can see, this is a pool. It is trading below this low. It is very obvious. There is an it's trading below this low. You see how swiftly it is there. It is still doing all this rubbish here.
Okay.
I know the next movement to be an expansion. I don't know, maybe you guys used to take into account what I taught you in the first class of institutional trading, the expansion and stuff like that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It is very, very important to, I think,
Market setup.
the market sector. So it is very important. If you actually take into account of this thing, you'll have known that you'll have been able to calculate, okay, now it is going to expand, but it is just going for a retracement or a this thing. I don't like all this chart. I don't know why. They are not really looking promising. New.
Go to H1.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to look for a market that has not done what I want it to do,
Okay.
so that I can predict what it will do. Because most of these stores are okay. AUDCAD. Okay. Now this is AUDCAD daily can do. Obviously, the way I used to approach my market, this is an equal low. Let me take this one out. That is an equal low. I will likely most okay 2022. Let me say I'm analyzing it based on 2022 only. This is my equal low. I'll pick any point of it. Then I will this high here, it is a mid-term high because it has you know what a mid-term high is. Have I taught you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It's a mid-term high. It has a low to its left and to its right. But an all-time
Yes,
high is going to have a mid-term high to its left and to its right. So that's just the difference. So now
yes,
this is an high. It has a swing point that is lower to it, like at the right and at the left. Then it means there is a liquidity up there. There is something stopping around there. You guys can see the market moved up. I will use the body actually because I don't want to use the week if I switch to line charts. Yeah, I'm going to be I want to analyze based on the body today. So now, as we can see, we spotted the major institutional points in the market, the midterm high and the equal low. Now, the market is now at the midway, like halfway point of it. Like between this place, that's where we want to know what is likely to happen. Now, in this zone like this, then we'll now try to point out more institutional points, more institutional swing points, whatever I want to call it, other block and stuff like that. Now, if you see this chart now, let me try to zoom it. Now, if you see this chart now, there's this thing. I don't know, is it reclaim block or so? It's not reclaim block. There is one particular block or that I did not include in it. It was reclaim block. I did not put it there. Whenever markets went up, Like the buy, as they were as it is going up, they were using buy. Where is this stuff safe? Okay. Like yeah, yeah. Those was the place that they were buying again and again. And then they've cancelled everything back. Like they've where they bought,
They've
they've
taken
came
out the
down again
liquid.
to close it. Like you get where they were buying, when they were making profit. And then at the same time they were selling, they were creating little sales there. So those sales will not be closed until they've achieved their aim. Then those sales were now when they took out all their buys, normally the market is going to start falling down. And then it has taken all their this thing. So now it has countered all this zone back, like it has balanced each side. So now the next movement is to either balance all this sell that they use, all these buy that they use to pull up the market, all these green candles that they use to pull up the market, or they come lower to this place. So they have two options now, because it's just like putting yourself in the shoe that okay, now if it was me, oh, what am I going to do? If it was me, what am I going to do? No shit is highly right. So as you can, I don't know, maybe I guess what I'm trying to drive at now. Like I'm trying to
Yes, yes.
filter as much as possible where these people are likely going to go. First, I spotted my equal low, my midterm high. Second, when they were buying here, they were putting little sales there that they've not closed. You might call it other block, but then they are not other block. They are blocks that are going to they are going to come and reclaim. That's why you call it a reclaim block. Another block is the last country that appeared before a move broke a particular high or low, whatever you want to call it. But these are reclaim blocks. One, two, three, all these baba candles on this move. So now they've came back to reclaim all the blocks. That is, they've closed all their market here. But why coming down again? They use some buys to distract people to get more buyers along the way. So now, what are they going to do? Are they going to go for those buys to close them again or go below this low? Now, if you look at it very well, we have more, more focal points, or more. How do I want to put it? Like more things to do at the upside than the downside. Why? Because they still have some buy that they not close there, and then there is a midterm high that they might really want to go above. But then let us try to refine this midterm high. Like let us see, maybe it came to do something that we really don't know too much from there. Okay, now yeah, it's an equal. It's an let me say okay, yeah, it's an equal yeah. This stuff. I'm trying to refine that midterm high. Like I want to know what it actually came to do there. That high. So now, as you can see here, this is an equal low. This is an equal low. Before that low was broken, yes. Before it was broken, there was a green candle here. You see how it went down swiftly to that place, and then it never came down back there. But then, luckily for us or for them or for whoever, you see here when it came here, it came down swiftly again. Same thing again here. So now, after testing that other block, or let me just say, okay, let me call it another block actually. After testing that zone, that place, it came down, down, was rejected by this other block again, like this black candle here, it's another block. It was, you can see this or this. Yes, sometimes I'll pick this because it is very close to the high. So now came down, even to this last black candle here, then went up again to go even higher than this stuff, thereby creating series of higher highs and higher lows. That is, it has successfully tricked people into thinking that it has started a new trend because this was a downtrend that is going up again. But what now happened? What happened was that I can see is this high that it went to create was used to 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 fill all the others that were here. You see this zone here, it is, you know that is a fair value gap here. this different distance between this green candle and this green candle. Like there is no green candle in this middle. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, black candles. So now they brought the market there swiftly to at least feel a bit of the fair value, even though they've not even feed it, they just feed this green candle. So now from there we can actually know that these people have something to do here, but they've not been allowed to do because they don't want to leave this, because if they start going up into that place, there'll be more sales to close. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. There'll be more sales to close.
Yes, yes,
There'll be more sales to close. So they quickly came down again to close those sales first. Then why closing those sales? They created an equal low. Yes, they are trying to trick institutional trader to that yes, this is an equal low. This market is going to come and swift under it. Yes, it might come under it if it sees more stuff to do down here. But to me, I'm seeing that this market has more stuff to do at the upside than downside. It has it completed, like it has tested two stuffs, but has not completed it. Now we have this, we have about three stuff to like about three this thing. Am I recording like this?
yes. You are recording.
They have about three aims at this upside. One is they need to close all the buys that they enter there, all the buys that they used to close, all the sales that they first did there, all these green candles. They need to find a way to close them. One. Number two is above this main time high. They created, why would you bring the market up here when you know that you're actually going to break this thing? Why can't you just let it buy up? Because see these green candles, they have high momentum, and then suddenly they started crashing to this other block here. Then from this other block, they went up, broke this high. This other block that was respected before was broken again. So this is also a breaker block. There is even more stuff at this side than downside, other than this equal low. Yes. So now this is where our critical thinking now comes. Now we've known that this market next moment is going to be the upside. But now it cannot just go up like that without clearing some stuff that it can do quickly before going up. Because if it goes up like this, there will be an equal low for them to come and pick up again. That is another move for them. Like it means they've created another move. But then we don't know if they really want to create this move for future, or they want to take it out now and start going up. So now, how do we know now? We will know by defining it. As you can see here, this is a black candle here. This black candle is not here for any other thing than to deceive people to selling. Because now it was here first. There was green candle, then it was here. People will be like, yes, now it is going to bring this equal low. Then suddenly they went up. Now it is back to that black candle. So now, if I'm going to take AUDCAD, I will wait patiently to see what it does in this zone. Then I'll take good note of it. I'll wait and see if it goes here quickly, or goes here in a slow manner, or goes here and break this stuff, or goes here and reject it. So in the meantime, I expect it to go here to even feel it even deeper, this black candle, or probably likely I expect them to go like this, break below this low, put up a lot of sellers here, eat a lot of sell stuff and stuff like that, and activate a lot of buy limit. And when it reaches here, do all of those stuff, then to start climbing up, eating for the high here, and then after doing all those stuff, they'll start their next expansion up. So we can't say we are not the end of the market, we are just predicting what they are likely to do. So that's my analysis on AUDCAD. I don't know if you understand how I've refined my. I did not even go to H1 because I'm not looking to pick an entry. I'm just looking for direction. Now I can then say, okay, my AUDCAD, my long-term view for AUDCAD is a buy. Now, assuming I want to go into the market right now, and I've like, let me say this market has come down, it has done all this stuff that I expected to do. Now, I'll now go and compare AUDCAD with other peers. Like I will do comparison. I'll check CAD JPY. Then after CAD JPY, I will check all JPY and stuff like that. All those try and error stuffs. And then to cap everything, I'll go to my odd this thing. You see, there is even this is even a similar this thing. You see now on AUD, like Australian index. See this,
Basket.
yeah, also this is Australian index. See this equal right here that has created on Australian index. Anytime Australian index goes up, that is anytime the indices is strong, it will make odd stronger. Then when odd is stronger, it will be buying. So now any if you do any analysis on this place and we found out that this thing is likely going to go up, it means odd card is going to go up. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So now, as you can see, this an equal high. It is even up to three, a very good liquidity zone. And then we have the equal low to here. This has been pierced. This thing came below all these lows here, even below this one low. And then went up, went up, went up. Why didn't it claim all this high here instead of dropping swiftly down? Then after dropping swiftly, came down to create another equal low. In that order, it created a last black candle here. Yes, it has been mitigated. But what is it doing here again? We don't know what it is doing there again. Maybe it wants to even fill it very well or go below this equal low, then start going up. But my bias on this is there are even more stuff at this upside than downside. This black candle could easily have been an order block if this move broke this high, but they did not made it to be an order block. So when they broke through it, went up to it again, mitigated it, came down, created an equal low, went up again to that mitigation point, this place, came down again. So I would actually want us to wait patiently and see if this thing is going to feed this stuff deeply. If it has feed it deeply, or if it will feed it deeply, or it will go below this low. And if it goes below the low and comes back into this zone, we expect higher market prices. Then by that way, we can then say yes, what card is going to go strong. But then let us bear in mind we have to check card strength too to see if card is the thing that is the code that we should pair with odd. If card two is strong, the movement will be very slow. So we just need to look for a particular pair, a particular currency that is kind of very weaker than odd, so that the movement can be very obvious on that particular pair. So maybe by that time, maybe CHF is now weak, very weak. You see, CHF, it is even buying from CHF safe. Okay, I think I had an analysis on this place. It is even buying from CHF. So I expect something similar to AUDCAD. It has reached for equal that has taken, see, it is reaching for this equal high, buy stop, reaching for this buy stop to this midterm high. So then you see, it has even started buying on odd NZD. So I'm really expecting AUDCAD to start moving up as soon as it feels those stuff. I don't know. This guy has been waiting. So I expect it to see all JPY. It has done what we expect. Can you see? It has been buying all USD. I don't know what it has been doing. It has been rallying around, breaking see what all USD do. It has broken this equal low, created the kind of I'm expecting Outcast to do this kind of stuff. So now, as you can see from our comparison, we see that all is stronger than CHF, stronger than NZD, stronger than JPY, but it is not stronger than USD because USD has brought it below an equal low. It is not really stronger than Outcast because Outcast is trying has not allowed it to move up the way it has moved with odd JPY and NZD and stuff like that. So now we'll now have to do a comparison between CAD and USD, and we'll see. Okay, USD CAD. I think I was on the chart before, and you see they are kind of similar charts. See what odd card is doing, USD card is doing. I want to check which is stronger between them. Now, at this particular moment, it is creating a kind of channel, as you can see, a kind of a channel. I won't call it a trend because trend does not go up for how many days. Let me say, okay, 20 October to to 21 December, and then come down again for about, like, the retracement is almost equal to the impulsive move. So I won't call this a trend, I'll call it a channel. So that's my own definition of channel. So now, as you can see, it is channeling up. That is, they are both moving themselves up, down, up, down, up, down. It is like a duel. But in the long time, USD is trying to tit it up. So now we can see that USD is a bit stronger than CAD. That is, CAD 2 is very strong at this current time. So we can see that CAD is very strong. Let us try to check CAD and JPY and see how maybe CAD is flowing JPY with strong buys. CAD CHF, I'm very sure to be, yeah. See how it is going up, but it's crashed down. Yeah. But why you see that? Okay, let us see that moment that it crashed down. 16 May to 25 May. Let us go and check what it did on AUDCAD. 16 May. See, this is on 16th of May. See, you see, it crashed down on 16th of May against JPY, against, I think it was CHF also, against CHF. But then see the reaction on AUDCAD. It went up. That is, like, it went up, yes, but then we expect it to go even higher. Like I don't know, maybe I can get what I'm trying to compare the strength of CAD in both instances. On that particular day, CAD was very weak, and then it was evident in the way CHF dragged. The CHF is not really a strong currency. Then on that same day, see what AUDCAD did. Odd did on CAD. It did not even move it very well on that particular time, like that particular zone. Then let us now see what Odd CHF did on that particular day. See how slow it was moving. So we can deduce from this that odd and odd card are like the way they are together in this particular chart is that they are not really far apart from, like, they are, let me say, odd is stronger a bit than card. Yes. And then everything is favoring us until we checked the comparison and stuff that I told you about. Everything is favoring us that odd card should be buying. But then when we compared it, we saw that not that card is not really strong. Card is very strong as odd. But then our buying bias that we said, okay, to be buying, it is not really yet valid until we see that card is very weak. Because currently card is very strong. The way odd is pushing it up, card is pushing it down. So my deduce from this is we expect it. Let us see what it will do around here. And for the meantime, let us see how CAD reacts to other peers and see how strong it will be. So that is it on this pair. So I'll quickly go to synthetic. There is no comparison and stuff on synthetic. Mr. Assis.
Yeah, Larry.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. So I'll quickly do this. My
I want
favorite
to
pair.
ask question on that AUD card.
You said?
I want to ask question on that AUD card.
Okay.
Please go back to that midtime eye on that AUD card.
Okay.
That one above.
This one.
Yes. I'm seeing something there. That thing that looks like proportion block. That from that midtime eye, every when markets get there, it's pushing it down, selling. But
Yeah.
yeah, move to that left side.
This.
No, to the left side. That where that line is.
Okay. Okay. Are you talking about this side?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This place. That place that is choppy. Can we see that there is proportion block here? Yes, that place.
Yeah.
Can we see that there is proportion block? And if there is there, which one are we going to pick as a
Okay.
proportion block?
I think I'll have to go through.
Saying that markets is selling anytime it gets to that place, you say
Okay.
now which one can we pick in that place now? Because I used to make mistake with that proportion block.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, maybe you've got it wrong, or because my proportion block was
Mm.
this is how the rule of proportion block is. Assuming a market is going like this, created this thing, then while it was going up, okay, while it was going up here, there was a black candle here. You get, there was a black candle here. Then it came here and break this high. Normally, this black candle is our other block, isn't it? Yes. But then a proportion block is not a block or a candlestick that that's like a candlestick. When you count 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth within 1 to 4 candlestick after the other block, any candlestick that pierces through the other block, like that has a wick that goes into the body of it, then we'll call that a proportion block. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'll try to show you from here. Okay, now we'll first try to look for another block. Let me go to lower time frame. Proportion block are just meant to quickly trade the market. Like, how do I put it? Like, if you want to scalp, okay, let me go to a lower time frame now. I get what you are saying on that chart. Like, okay, now assuming we are trying to look at that particular choppy zone, like which candlestick is even reacting to all of, like, sorry, oh, please let me pause. Direction. Sorry for the interruption. I actually have to do quick now, or maybe I'll start another class. So now, okay, I'm trying to look for a proportion block, because if you go to the academy, this thing, okay, now let me try to look for another block here. Please, if you see one, you can tell me. This one is not really clear. Other block, what the can you buy?
Maybe you should draw it.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, okay, other block is a scenario that appears when a particular structure is broken, like a particular, like it makes a break of structure, like you get, not a break of market.
Yes.
Now, this is an high here, but when this high was going to be broken, there was a black candle here. We expect green candle to go and break it. But black candle, there was now a black candle that showed prior to breaking it. So we call that black candle our other block. In this sense, we call it our bullish order block. That is, whenever market comes back there, we are expecting market to come and meet it. But then, after breaking that particular place, while going up, there will be candlesticks along this road. But then whenever there is a candlestick along this line only, like this impossible move that has a wick that has gone through this other block, we'll call it a proportion block. Like that candlestick is a proportion. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That is,
Yes.
anytime anything traces to the body of that candlestick, we expect it to react like swiftly at that particular moment. So that is just a scalping method. Like, whenever you spotted your proportion block, so anytime, even if it is on this move, anytime a candlestick comes to closer to that candlestick, we'll try to probably buy from that point, and it will
But
react to
but
it.
in,
Yeah.
but that proportion block that will form, that will enter that OB, is going to be a green candle, Abi, in this
Yeah,
sense.
it might be a green candle, it might be a black, any candle. A black
Okay.
candle might have a wick as long as this, then finally closing
Okay.
up here. You get, maybe you get, it's just a candlestick that has pierced through. Normally, after another block has been mitigated, after another block has been formed, we expect market to be going up, like, but then there is
Yes.
now one candle that came down first, eating that stuff. This class is going to end now. Let me restart the class, please.
Okay.
Yeah.